SubhanAllah, when you always, like, SubhanAllah, listen to that reiterated meaning and concept in the Quran, that on the day of judgment, people are so scared. They don't know what's going to happen. Imagine like the moment when they're going to announce the results when you are graduating. Do you feel nervous? That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying so many times about Yawm al-Qiyamah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, هَذَا كِتَابُنَا يَنْطِقُ عَلَيْكُمْ بِالْحَقِّ. Here's the record. Everything is true. The angels never add anything. They will never add anything. Everything you have done. So when Allah said, هَذَا كِتَابُنَا, it doesn't mean this is our book. This is the record of everything that you have done in this dunya. يَنْطِقُ عَلَيْكُمْ بِالْحَقِّ. You can never challenge Allah and say, there is something here that I didn't do. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Ma'arij describes the situation that I started with. Can you imagine that people on the day of judgment will be ready to sacrifice their own children? Listen to the ayat. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala again is talking about the day of judgment. يَوَدُّ الْمُجْرِمُ لَوْ يَفْتَدِي مِنْ عَذَابِ يَوْمِئِذٍ بِبَنِيهِ. Allah called them criminals. Because there is no crime more than shirk. There is no crime more than nifaq. Associating partners with Allah. Hypocrisy. There is no crime more than kufr. Being ungrateful to Allah. So Allah is saying, those people, He calls them criminals. He said, that criminal on that day, يَوَدُّ الْمُجْرِمُ لَوْ يَفْتَدِي, to ransom himself or herself مِنْ عَذَابِ يَوْمِئِذٍ, from the punishment on that day. With whom? With whom He is ready to ransom? Whom is He ready to sacrifice? بِبَنِي. Allah started with His own children. This is why I ask you, if you see somebody throwing his children in fire today, what would you say about them? Wallahi! Allah said this in the Quran. On the day of judgment, that's the first thing we will do. Imagine there is no one on earth today who would like anybody to be better than them except the parents. They want their children to be better than them. Am I right or right? Everyone knows that. But subhanAllah, on the day of judgment, when you see hellfire, you're ready to sacrifice your own children. Take them, but I want to be safe. They're not enough. يَوَدُّ الْمُجْرِمُ لَوْ يَفْتَدِي مِنْ عَذَابِ يَوْمِئِذٍ بِبَنِيهِ. It's not enough. وَصَاحِبَتِهِ وَأَخِيهِ. His own spouse or her own spouse, whether the wife or the husband. وَأَخِيهِ, his brother or sister. They're not enough. وَفَصِيلَتِهِ الَّتِي تُوِّيهِ. Oh Allah, take the whole community to hellfire, but save me. They're not enough. وَمَنْ فِي الْأَرْضِ جَمِيعًا. Take everyone on earth, throw them in hellfire, but save me. Allah said, كَلَّا. No. I ask you something very simple. Just submit to me. Believe in my promise and prepare yourself for that day. Shall we take it from that? That's the main theme the Shaykh was reciting in these ayat. And I feel so bad for people who are listening to him and not understanding, because I feel I have advantage. Because subhanAllah, many of us, yes, it brings tears to our eyes. Even some of you don't know the language. Imagine if you know the language. This is why the Prophet ﷺ, one time, he was sitting with the Sahaba and he started crying. And they started following him crying without asking him, why are you crying? And he kept crying and crying and crying. And then after he finished, they said, Prophet Allah, why were you crying? He said, لو تعلمون ما أعلم لبكيتم كثيرا ولضحكتم قليلا. If you know what I know, you'll be crying a lot. And you will be laughing little. But look at us. Many times Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, at the end of those ayat, what causes our destruction? What made us heedless? What distracted us? Nothing but what's called dunya. You think I'm here to serve my children. I want to secure their future. You are here, to make money. These are all means. Allah created the whole universe. When He talks in the Quran about, look at the sky, look at the earth, look at the water coming, He's saying, I am the one who's in control of all of this. And I have created the whole universe to serve you. And I created you to serve me. Don't get busy with something that's created for you. But what distracts us? غرتكم الحياة الدنيا. You were deluded. You were deceived by the worldly life. Wake up. Tonight could be the Laylatul Qadr. Take heed and do tawbah tonight.